Hello students, Michael Sanchez here again. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the left hand. Just had a great question from Colleen about her fingers flying up in the air when she's playing the violins. So it's actually a very common thing. So I'm going to kind of go through that today with you guys. So basically when you play the violin, it's really, really easy for students to put a finger down and their other fingers kind of pop up in the air like this. And the biggest reason for this is because students typically, they're using too much grab on the fingerboard when they're putting their finger down, and it kind of naturally just makes other fingers kind of pop up in the air. It's like you're focusing so much on that pressure that everything's kind of popping up. So what you want to do is you just want to have a really relaxed hand when you play the violin, and you just want to really press down on the fingerboard very, very lightly to where it's very easy to press down and not have your fingers fly up in the air. If you're feeling like you need to force a certain note, it's all about technique. You're probably just not doing things quite properly. Make sure that your angles are back and that your knuckles are up. So if you put yourself in the right position, you can find every single note on the violin without ever having to move your hands. But if there's tension, most likely you're going to have trouble with popping fingers up, with playing out of tune, and ultimately not being able to play as fast, because what we want is we want fingers to be as close as we can get to the fingerboard at all times. So even when I'm playing a fourth finger, I don't want my fingers to fly way up here. So try to leave fingers down as much as you can. So right now I'm playing a fourth finger, but my other fingers are set up so I can just lift them up and I'm right there ready for the next note instead of that. I see that quite often with students. So let's say you play a first finger on the D string, and then you have a fourth finger. Don't do this. Keep it down. And then let's say the fourth finger is like a long note right here. Instead of just kind of, kind of sitting there not doing anything, try to place these other fingers in the right position in the key that you're in. So let's say I got bum, bum, and kind of place these fingers properly. Another example, let's say I have a first finger on the A string, and then a 3 on the A string. Instead of just letting this finger kind of be up in the air wherever in outer space, try to put it next to your 3, because a lot of times it's going to happen, you lift up your 3 and you're right there for the 2. That's very common. Or let's say you're in the key of C, where it's actually a low 2 position. So do a 1, 3, but then tuck your 2 in, so then you're ready for if it comes up right after that. So I call this finger efficiency. So there's a lot of things, little tricks that you can do to help play faster, more efficiently. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Thanks so much.